I'm Morgan Freeman, and you're watching Fat Steven JFD. Wow.
Good evening, everyone. Come on in. We're starting off something a little different today. It's going to be about a half an hour, maybe more, before we go into Sons of the Forest. And we're going to react to a video that I was talking about this morning because I got some interaction from me commenting on it, and it seems like it's all full of crap, and they're just doing it for attention. So if they show up in the chat, they're welcome to. But we're going to do a little reaction to this video of accusations against Melonie Mac, and I've been wanting to dive into something like this content for a while, so we're going to start here tonight. Hope you guys are ready. And while you're here, listening to the tunes and the chat's filling up, remember to smash that like, say hello to the other people, and hey members, mods, how you guys doing tonight? Should be an interesting night, right? I hope so. How's everyone doing out there? You guys doing good? You guys ready? You ready to get into this? Because it's going to be a video. We're going to go into this, and I'm probably going to clip this for later and make it an actual one. But supposedly, we got some weirdos on the internet, and I mean that with the most disrespect possible, because this is a reaction content. And yes, I'll be making it transformative because I'll be criticizing the crap out of it without using emotions, unlike your video. So for those that are wondering, ladies and gentlemen, this comes from someone called the Grift report, okay? And this, if you've seen this on Twitter or anywhere around, supposedly their thumbnail is calling Melonie Mac a transphobic and all that crap. No, this isn't actual fandom. And Mac, if, like I said, I'll have the Discord open. If someone wants to jump in the Discord and give their thoughts with me, let me know. That's how they'll be able to, in the chat, we'll be able to hear you. But actual fandom retweeted this, but this comes from the Grift report, and yeah, it's kind of funny to hear how eventually by like the mid to end of the video you can hear the distaste in these two bearded gentlemen's voices, and it seems like they weren't actually coming at this from a logical standpoint of proof, but a standpoint of just emotional anger. And when your anger or any type of emotion overtakes you, you begin to lose the whole point of why you made a video, right? There's a difference between rants and just falsely accusing people, because, hey, you need to jump on a bandwagon of popular people to make yourself feel relevant for views. Hey, Scenes, how you doing? Listening in also. So, guys, welcome to the stream. I'm going to mute this music as soon as I find it. All right, we're gonna pause the music right now. We'll bring that up, and we're gonna go through this together. After this, we'll go in. No, they won't join me. But Mac, if you want, like I'm saying, if other people want to jump in through Discord that actually are fans of Melonie Mac or have thoughts on this video, you're more than welcome. I'm Fat Steven, and this is the reaction.
It's the Grift report. So Tyler,
Can you guys hear this?
Episode 8 will already have has already gone up. So episode 7 of The Last of Us on HBO focused on.
Right away, yeah. This this episode is one of the ones that actually stuck to the game. It was based off the DLC. They rearranged a lot of the scenes from the actual game to the HBO show, but it was pretty much exact dead on. Very well done. Even the kiss.
The DLC from the game, which if you don't know,
You can barely hear it. All right, let's see what we got here.
is downloadable content, which is like a
How's
bonus
that?
thing you could play. It came out.
It's like a movie?
It came out a couple
Is that
months
better,
after
guys?
the game came out.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty much like a movie. I mean, what you saw on the show is pretty much what the DLC is. There's not a ton of like gameplay. It's more
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that.
just
That's cool.
developing Ellie's backstory and doing stuff like that. So, of course, it comes out, and just like in the game, Ellie kisses
Riley.
Yes, that's true.
Riley.
Riley. I just watched it last night, so.
Kisses her, and it's like establishes they are both into each other. It's more than just a friendship. It's definitely more flirtatious and all that stuff. It's a romantic scene. It's a cute display of young love. And then immediately,
I'll give them that. It is a display of love. Yes, in a post-apocalyptic world, people can still find care for another. Yes, I do agree with that.
gets taken away from us because it's the last thing.
Same time, I still think the portrayal of Ellie within this whole show by the actress is so far off from the real Ellie. It's just you just automatically hate her because she feels more like an insufferable spoiled brat than someone who is also trying to survive at the same time. Like, I know people have their defenses up and have their walls up, but the portrayal is just sometimes god awful, and you just want to turn off the show. So that's my thoughts.
But of course, just like episode 3, people got upset about episode 7.
Yeah, she doesn't look like
because
Orc.
gay people.
Yeah, she doesn't look like Ellie.
That's really all it is gay people exist. And a lot of them are trying to say, well, it's gay filler episodes.
Okay, here. This is the first thing that I'm going to bring out here and call out on this stupid crap, because like you seem to be targeting Melonie specifically because she's probably popular. And I agree, it is a filler episode. They did it with Bill as well. They sacrificed, and we've even, what was it? The director of the show literally came out and said that they tricked people into watching these gay stories. Cool. You didn't have to trick anyone. You could have just infused it in because those were already there with Left Behind DLC. So the fact that you had to trick an audience proves one thing. Baiting and switching is all Hollywood knows right now, whether it be Disney, Marvel, DC, or anything else. So guess what? It is a filler episode, so I don't know why you're butthurt about this. Secondly, they made great episodes, but Bill's story was also changed, because when we actually get introduced to Bill in The Last of Us, those remember watching a couple weeks ago, he was still alive when they met Ellie and Joel, and it actually had part of the story. He was not dead on arrival, and that's the main thing that bothers some people. Everyone is claiming this is the best adaptation to a game so far. Only 2 episodes out of the series is attached that feels like it's part of the game. We're not seeing hardly any clickers. We're not seeing any of the journey itself, except here shot put all over the place. But that's it. That's me going off on a rant. It is a filler episode. It is a filler episode. So was Bill's. Cool. But you already admitted to tricking the audience. So hey, guess what? Why do you have to trick an audience when you can just infuse it in like every other show has done before? Let's go.
And I'm like, okay.
It's what?
Gay filler episodes. Like, both the gay-centric romances are just filler episodes in the season. Like, they think it's, like...
They literally portrayed Bill's romance totally different. Okay, we never got to hear what happened to Frank, except we found his body hanging from after he got bit. He offed himself or self-deleted. Everyone knows this. So the whole love story and the whole on one-offing each other by killing each other is nuancedly stupid. And a lot of people feel that way. So filler episodes are great, but you have to make sure they're done correctly at the same time. I'm not saying it's badly directed, but guess what? Newsflash, wasn't a good episode to me if you're going by an adaptation.
It's just interesting to me that, like, they're clearly just dedicating these episodes to these gay couples, and they're filler episodes. First of all,
No, actually.
no. First of all,
yeah.
it establishes background
Yes.
for both characters.
Yes.
For Bill for the characters. Yeah, Bill and Frank, and it establishes how Ellie got bit.
Yes.
It also establishes why, again,
probably why she hooks up with Marlene, because Riley's a Firefly and everything, and they're going to find them together and be like, why the fuck haven't you turned or whatever.
This is why you should not listen to these people's opinions.
Yes.
Because they don't have opinions.
Okay, right here and there, he says, this is why you shouldn't listen to people's opinions. So why the fuck am I listening to your video right now? Why did you even make a video? Because you want someone to listen to your opinions. You already caught in your hypocriticalness right there. See? Anyone else agree with that one? I feel like it's grasping at straws, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. But the DLC gave backstory. I agree. That one episode with Riley was good. I will say it. That it was good. The Bill episode could have been a two-parter. It could have literally been following the story, and they actually got to meet Bill alive, rather than that whole couple offing thing. That was a disrespect to Bill's character, as well as everything else that led up to Joel and Ellie getting to Bill. It's like they don't pay attention to the source material that's already been around. You don't have to be exact, but at least try to put things from the game other than certain points in. Otherwise, it's not an adaptation. It's a reimagining of a video game. That's the difference.
Because they have no media literacy. Because if they did, they would understand what the fuck themes are. The themes of this show, the themes of the game, have always been caring for someone else in the worst possible times, when it should be you focus on yourself and you focus on survival. But you put yourself aside for another person. That's always been the theme. That's what Bill and Frank's story was about, and this is what...
Okay, but that's not what happened in the game, though, with Bill and Frank. At all. Their whole ending was not what was in the game, so that's already wrong. You're forgetting one aspect when it comes to Last of Us, okay? Whether it be a gay filler episode or not, it is the journey. Point A to point B. Get Ellie to the Fireflies. Why are you not covering this part? That is the main part of it, is it not? That's how the relationship bloomed, through survival and care, and eventually having to share their scars as well as their pain throughout that journey. It's not that hard to figure out if you've played the game or do research before you talk.
Ellie's story is about. But you can even go a different direction and say this theme is continuing the character arc that she's on because Joel is sick. So we're having the flashback to show why she is so adamant to save him, because everybody she loves dies.
This brings another good point. They wiped the whole Ellie running away after Joel's going to pass him off to her off to Tommy. They also changed the whole scenes and rearranged them. That's fine. But I don't remember anywhere through the game where it went back to Joel clutching his heart and having panic attacks. Joel was literally the protector. And when push came to shove and Ellie had to step up when Joel couldn't do it, she did. And Joel wasn't sick. He had an infection because he was punctured by a big metal pole after getting shoved off a balcony by a bandit. But in this series, they were attacked by 4 or 5 bandits. Oh my God, I'm scared. Even though if Ellie could aim, could have taken them all out with one clip or mag, whatever it's called for a gun. And the broken baseball bat, I'm still trying to figure out how it punctured him. Makes no sense to me. But hey, at least they brought the monkeys in the thing, right?
You dumb fuck. Simple. They're not filler.
Yeah.
They add to the narrative.
Yes.
And I rest my case, Your Honor.
Okay, well, now it's my turn. I told you I was going to go off because I was
go ahead.
Yeah,
I was like, I need to get my rant in, and then you'll get your rant in, and then we'll do the clips.
So, I'm reaching out to you, who the folks who follow these pieces of shit and who think it's...
See, this is the problem already. They're already coming at Melonie Mac and others who criticize the shows with just distaste. They're not even coming at it from a calm point of view. You can already hear their anger and their emotions. Like, they're literally just coming at it like they're better than these people, or envious because they're getting clicks, because they're hitting a market, hitting an audience that has the same type of values or perspectives. They also have either played the games, watched the show, and can see the differences. So how is it I can talk pretty calm right now while you're slandering and just being insulting and insufferable, but you guys can't even maintain that within the first 3 minutes of your video. God, it's only been the first 3 minutes. My God, I'll stop talking.
It's okay that these like don't say gay bills here in Iowa. The leadership in Iowa right now is fucking
trying to
horrible,
ban gay marriage,
and there's going to be a lot of teen mental health crises.
But there already is teen male crisis when it comes to mentality, depending on how doctors are pushing certain procedures and all that stuff. This is a reaction video, by the way, YouTube. Don't come after me.
For the next 5 or 6 years because you passed this fucking bill and you're marginalizing an already marginalized group.
Making them out kids.
And dude, you know what this episode told me, man?
What?
So imagine you're a 13-year-old kid. I want every adult listening to do this. Imagine you're a 13-year-old kid, and I'll talk about me because I'm a guy. It'll make it easier for the story. But I'm 13 years old, and I'm kind of already coming into my own in junior high, and I'm dealing with all that pressure, like growing up, and everybody's getting into cliques, and there's girls and stuff, and hair's popping up.
Boners all the time.
Yeah, right. And not only that, but even worse, dude. Like something's wrong with me because I want to kiss my guy friend, like my best friend. Like,
why would that be something wrong with you?
I want to kiss him. You know, like there's something wrong. That's wrong, right?
Yeah, all the other guys.
Dude,
are talking.
Hold on one second. What was that? Sorry, I got to move my stream element absorber so I can actually see what you're saying. Oh, I thought you meant the video Fats is talking about right now. No, the trailer for Ninja Turtles. Yeah, it's good. It's nuts. It's bad.
Mom and dad,
girls and
but like my mom and dad, like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you watch this episode, like how terrified Ellie is, but excited. Like when she first kisses Riley, because you can tell
she's
that there's
taking a leap of faith.
well, you can tell that there's something there. Like she's not just
more
just
than friends. Yeah,
absolutely. There's something there from both of them. They've both felt it.
She
like,
turns the music on.
They've
she's
held hands
to.
before.
They dance.
It's
yeah.
at the
It's
tail
very
end of the
romantic,
episode,
yeah.
right? It's at the tail end of the episode, and throughout the episode, you see moments of romanticism, of touching things, holding hands, things like that.
She got quarters for the game for her. She's like, I ripped this up. Like, I wanted to make this special because it's your birthday. You know. Or is it her birthday in the story, or is it just she was just,
I don't know.
She was just trying to give her the best night of her
The
life.
point is they're
I don't think it was her birthday. Riley was missing for weeks, and the reason why the episode started with Ellie giving the girl stitches, was it Beth? Was because she insinuated that Riley was deceased, but it turned out that she was off with the Fireflies and then came back. So I guess as an apology, they went to that mall, turned on the power. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I don't even think it was birthday. Was it birthday? Like, what are they talking about? Well, this is a video criticizing people, well, especially Melonie Mac, about how they're talking about certain episodes within the Last of Us series being gay filler episodes. And then this devolves into just, you can hear the anger and distaste of, I think they just hate women, but that's just my assumption.
best friends, but it's clear that they've never tried that.
And now they're seeing each other in a romantic light.
It's
called a first crush. My God, you guys not know terminology.
beautiful, man.
It's a cute, like I said, it's a cute portrayal of the young love.
Imagine that you think there's something wrong with you, and then you meet somebody just like you.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait, and you like?
That's every person, not just their sexuality. It can be you liking Star Trek, Star Wars, being a jock, not being a jock, wanting to be a cheerleader, being fat or being thin. It's not just your sexuality, okay? It's everything when you're a teenager. You're always trying to fit in and not trying to get beat up or outcasted. All of us throughout school, maybe I'm wrong, feel like we want to fit in and we don't want to be left on the side. We all feel like strangers in our own body. It's not till we grow up that we start finding ourselves and actually taking pride in our choices. It's not just sex. Like, it's always focusing on the sexuality. I'm not getting it. Yeah, the DLC was filler while they made the second game, and we all remember the second game, right? It's just, yeah. So no one is entitled to their opinion anymore. You have to be definitive or keep your mouth closed, or you're a bigot, supposedly, Mark. Hello, Reverend.
Like me too. How much washing all of that bullshit away for you that must be.
Yeah.
You've been hiding behind a wall your entire life. You haven't even told your parents, man. You don't even know if that's right, that you should be feeling that way. And then you realize that everything about it is right, and you are right, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're just a human being like the rest of us, trying to figure it out. And that is what pisses me off about these adults on YouTube. They are fucking pieces of shit, and they're hurting.
Again with the name calling.
Children and young kids because they can't figure out that all of us are just human beings trying to figure it out.
Okay, so how are they hurting children by calling an episode gay filler? How are they hurting anybody with that title in the thumbnail? Can someone in chat explain that to me? Because I'm still trying to figure out the logic behind that.
And shame on fucking all these fuckers that we're about to talk about, dude. Shame on you for being just assholes about not knowing what it's like. I'm glad that you never have had a point in your life when you were like, felt like you were on your own or you never belonged.
So that you're basing an assumption that all these people that make these content that you don't like have never been in the same situation. That's quite a grasp right there, bro.
I'm glad, but there are a lot of people out there who have felt like that. And you're making it worse for them. And shame on you. That's my rant.
I still don't understand what the shame is. Like, it's like this sounds more biased than fact. This sounds more hateful intent and grifting a hate click for attention.
Well, it's only one person today, but it's
But fuck her.
she's got six clips, but they're all short.
Okay.
Shorter.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, off topic. You know the Paul Giamatti Verizon.
Shay nails it. Gaslight much? Pretty much. They made that video. They made the thumbnail. They made the title for one reason. For engagement. They did it so they can crap on someone and just get people to the channel.
Commercial where he's
Einstein.
yeah, we need to get that drop where he's like,
Oh.
brilliant,
The Guinness commercials.
brilliant. No, yeah, whatever.
But that's what I was thinking of.
Get back to the subject, guys.
You
Come
know
on.
Oh,
Those poorly animated Guinness commercials.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Which probably shouldn't have been marked.
Okay, we're about 7 minutes in. Does anyone feel like they've proved that Melonie Mac is transphobic and is hurting people? Because I'm still waiting for that proof or that intelligent lining right here. And yeah, you're right. It's not even a kid's show. It's on HBO. So that's the second thing. So even, and Melonie's an adult, right? Most of us who have reviewed this show or talked about this show are adults. So and if you're a kid, usually this stuff will not pop up in your feed, especially if your parents are parental locking stuff. So how would this even be hurting people? This is what I'm trying to figure out. It's like you're trying to speak. It's like when male feminists and others try to talk on behalf of minorities because they think they have the right to voice rather than ask how they feel and let them speak for themselves. So right now, it's just another virtue signal for attention.
Marketed me on ESPN when I was watching as a kid. But anyway,
you'll get to drinking eventually, kid.
Yeah,
Just
you get 'em young.
you better sip your dad's
so anyway, Melonie Mac had something to say this past week on
and we wish
the
she
episode.
hadn't.
Nah, I wish she had. The problem I have with Melonie Mac,
Not that I want her to be silent.
Is that she's a woman?
she's an interesting one because she is the classic Christian where she uses her religion to back up her
Christ.
bigotry.
Literally.
And it is
There it is. I think this is literally a thumbnail for hate clicks, and this is a thumbnail that can literally it's pretty much slander at this point. Now, YouTube, this is their thumbnail from their video. This is just a reaction. You can go find it on their channel.
that's not mistaken. It's bigotry. 'Cause
How is it bigotry? The only bigotry I'm seeing right now is what you're putting on the thumbnail. What Polyme's opinion says, I'm sorry, this person, there's actually two people. This person has no idea what they're talking about. I agree with that. When I was a kid, the only thing I wanted to do was go outside and play or chill out with my toys. Sexuality wasn't a thing until I was a teen. So why would this be a kid's show? Good point, Mark. They haven't proved they can come up with coherent thought. I agree, Orc. I'm still waiting for their proof. Like I said, Discord's open if someone wants to come in and give their thoughts. Just let me know and I'll move you to a voice chat. Hit me up in the chat and I will pop in there too and you guys can give. That's just it. Because supposedly calling an episode gay filler makes you transphobic. Do you see the relation of the coherent intelligence of this whole video we're reacting to? There is none. There is none.
this develops. And by the way, I just gotta say this: nobody talks more about trans people than conservatives that hate trans people.
And now we're going back into politics, right and left side. I thought this was about being bothered by gay filler episodes.
Trans people don't even talk about trans people as much as these people talk about trans people.
No.
And somehow
Exactly,
this episode
Mackany.
is a launching pad for her to go on a transphobic
How is it a launching pad?
diatribe. But she does address the show first. So the whole thing is she's reading
Mackany, this guy lost the plot as soon as he opened his mouth.
a Bounding into Dumb Shit Comics article where she talks about Storm Reed, the girl that portrays Riley in the episode, says if there's any like with the homophobic backlash, she's like, don't watch it.
Okay, here. So they're going after the fact that the actress said something about how hard or what it. Like we've seen this before, right? Disney's done it before with black actresses or whatever, saying it was so hard being like Little Mermaid. I was so hard because there was all these hateful comments and they were everywhere, and I had to ask my friends who are successful, how do you deal with it and all that crap? Because it's the playbook by corporations, and it's funny that the same type of tweet and the same type of article always comes out after the criticism on YouTube and any other social platform is not in their favor. Because guess what? The 3% you're virtue signaling to either don't watch this stuff, don't effing care, or they're part of the other 97% that literally just want to live like normal human beings and don't need to be pandered to by a corporation that has no soul and expects you to be dumb as hell to believe them. How are you not getting this? Both of you, like you have at least two brains together that should make one common thought, right? Am I right? Yeah. The only phobes are the people that try to speak for the people they shield. Treat them like they're helpless children. Yeah. Words hurt, but also silence is violence. Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Don't watch it.
That is
Bella
completely
Ramsey
fair.
said, I got bad news for you. This is, a progressive story, and if you don't like it, if you hate it because of that, or you don't like it because of that, that's on you, and you're missing out. Which is absolutely right.
It also says a lot.
Okay, if we're missing out, why did the director or producer, whatever, have to admit that they tricked the audience? If you have faith in your product to be something good, why do you have to admit you tricked the audience? Already there's flimsiness in this whole conversation.
About you.
If you're not
as a
allowing
human
yourself
being.
to see
The beauty in love.
That's exactly what I was saying, Mac. They're part of that. Yeah, they're part of the 97% because they're sick of the same pandering. A lot of people are. It's like when I watch politicians like try to pander to disabled people. I'm disabled, but you don't see me screaming around about ableist all the time. Oh my God, ableist everywhere. Oh my God, you got 2 legs, 4 fingers. Oh my God, ableist. I never do that.
see that love can work in any, and like it doesn't matter what race or creed or sexuality. Love is love.
How strong the human soul and will can be to weather crises and everything.
And it's like I said, it's cute to see that teen angst in the teen. It's the beginning of a teen romance, because we've all been there. We've all had that moment, like you were talking about, where it's like, oh, should I kiss her or should I kiss him or whatever, whatever. And yeah. Anyway, let's talk about Melonie Mac reading this article, talking about Storm Reed, saying if you don't like it, don't watch. Oh shit!
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Which, for the record, I haven't been watching it. I watched.
So it's great that you have an opinion on it.
I thought it was so overrated, and not nearly as amazing as people were letting it on to be. That I don't know. I just didn't have any interest.
See, that makes point though, right? Because I've said this before. Episode 1 and episode the one we're talking about with Riley, the DLC. Those are the only 2 ones that actually relate to the game. Everything else has either been swapped around, changed, or half-assed. We're in a post-apocalyptic world where everyone fears clickers and the spores. But oh wait, they don't use spores. Yet we're hardly seeing any of that part. We're getting introduced to characters that don't exist, that are just... Let's go back a minute. In that one episode where that woman... You're in a post-apocalyptic world and you killed the only doctors in the area? Not really thinking there, are we? There's a lot of things with this show. If it doesn't interest you, if you think it's overrated, that's an opinion. It doesn't mean you're a piece of crap person. It means you are expressing your opinion. Why do these things bother you if they don't match your ideologies? The same thing could apply. Don't like it, don't watch it. Then why are you watching Melonie Mac stuff if you don't like what she's saying? It falls in suit with you as well. You didn't even have to make this video. The reason why you're making this video is because you need attention. It sounds like you have an insecurity issue times 2. 3 out of 4 3/4 of the stars will fall. Virus in 1910. Yeah, okay. Hey, Arwen, how you doing? Welcome everyone in. Yes, we're doing reaction first, then we'll get into Sons of the Forest.
Wasn't for any of the gay stuff, but mind you, the gay episodes appear to be filler episodes. So it's a little funny that this is that in the first season there's going to be 9 episodes total, and at least 2 of those are filler.
See, hey, Wolverine. See, she does make a good point here, because I was actually thinking about this. The Bill episode, even if they wanted to do the whole episode like that, you know what they could have done? They could have cut it up with literally Joel, Ellie, and Bill meeting up, and there's flashbacks between Bill and Frank, while still continuing the adaptation of what was going on throughout that town that Bill has booby-trapped, giving his character life, giving his character a little bit more relation to the game. While in the moment, while like they say they're in combat moments, they're having flashbacks of certain conversations between Bill and Frank, rather than a whole episode about it. They could have done it differently, but they chose not to. They chose to trick. And I think that's where fans and other people are getting pissed off. They're tired of being tricked. If you think your audience is too dumb to realize, then you're not making it for the audience, you're making it for yourself. And that falls also on Druckmann, who was probably signing off on most of these scripts. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just means you're playing a card game thinking everyone else is the jester. It doesn't work like that.
Already. What does that
Hey, Scott.
freaking say?
First of all, it says nothing because they're not filler episodes. Second,
Also, you haven't even fucking watched it, so shut the fuck up.
but that's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. She has not claimed she's not watched it since the first episode, but the only time she has talked about it is when they were 2 gay-centric love stories.
Well, how the fuck do you know, you dumbass?
All right, here's clip number 2.
Orc nails it right there. Nobody who played the game cared Bill was gay. He was still one of the best characters. Yeah, because he was also, I believe he had schizophrenia and he was a little nuts. He had trust issues. I think also a little OCD when it came to his stuff. That's why he kept snapping at Ellie, right? So the fact that you took all those character mannerisms away and just made it a Young and the Restless gay edition, people are going to criticize it, because a lot of people are fans of the game. The game was around before the show. And what's going to happen when the first season's over with HBO's Last of Us is they're going to probably go into the game and try to get a little bit more answers while waiting for a season 2. And then they're going to start noticing the differences. And they're going to either be appreciative or they're going to start criticizing, and more types of content's going to come out. Are you going to attack every person that gets higher sub counts because they're not saying the same thing you are?
How many we have?
Hey, Ronnie G, how you doing? My Eternal got mad at me for being for turtle-phobic.
6, but they're all short.
Okay, good.
Wow.
Keeping the plot moving forward.
Again,
and
why she thinks they're filler episodes.
both are filler episodes in nature. It
No, they're not.
definitely begs the question of, is this pandering, and was this just,
not.
what is the focus here? And is it just for
Just
woke
playing it
points rather than actually adding more context to the story? Could some of this stuff have been incorporated in existing episodes, and in this case via flashbacks?
What did I just say? What did I just say? Flashbacks. Thank you. So I'm going to ask you guys, chat. 1 in yes, do you think they're filler episodes? 2, you don't. If for those that have watched the show, and we're talking about Bill's episode and the Left Behind episodes. I don't think the Left Behind DLC episode was filler. I think they were just trying to show backstory. What do you think of the Bill episode? Was that filler? Thank you, Pod Racing, for the 69. 3, don't know, don't care. Love that attitude, Hoosier. Awesome. 42. Okay, honestly, Pod Racing. All right. There was also a big difference in feel between the show and the game with Ellie and Riley. In the game, it was more like innocent young love, while in the show, it was more sexual tension. I do agree with that, Arwen. It did have that kind of like upped adult feel. And maybe they had to do that to make adults seem more connected, but at the same time, everyone can remember their crushes and their attractions when they were younger, because usually it's kind of embarrassing. And when you remember those embarrassing moments in your life, you either get the hairs on your neck stand up, or you freeze for a moment and go, oh my God, was I really that ridiculous? I think it all depends on the personality. But right now, it just seems like you just don't like what she says. And you guys are your own echo chamber just to crap on a woman. That's where it's coming across right now, because I've yet to see any proof on how gay filler episodes equals transphobic behavior. You have yet to prove this, and we are literally almost 10 minutes in, and you have said nothing to prove transphobic. all I see is a hate click thumbnail and stupid reasoning behind you just want to crap on someone. That's my opinion. Adam Sandler as Billy Madison. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that is correct. And he takes off the shirt. Yeah, that's a good one. Hold on, we gotta get. Hold on, because right now all I feel like I'm watching is.
Retard alert! Retard alert, class!
That's literally how I'm feeling right now when I'm listening to this. Let's get back into it.
Whatever it may be, did they need entire episodes in the first season, right? Or look at Bill's story, how they changed things just to incorporate that. For example,
Incorporate what? Incorporate
it
what?
It does ask a lot of questions. It has a lot of questions.
Bill wasn't dead in the game when Joel and Ellie met him. He was still alive, and when they actually met Bill for the first time, that's where they found Frank in the garage. If it wasn't for Bill helping Joel push the car that Ellie was trying to start, they would all have been defeated by clickers. If you knew anything about the game, there is massive changes and also wasting of characters. So an adaptation still doesn't fall into this show. It is filler. It might have been a well-directed episode. I agree. It might have been a fantastic episode based off their perspective. But coming from a gaming standpoint, since I played that game while this show was releasing, it also does it disrespect. Again, my opinion.
Incorporate a gay love story instead of being a cynical story?
She can't even say homosexual, can she?
No, she can't.
What a piece of fetid human fucking garbage you are.
You hear the anger in their voices right now? This isn't criticism. This isn't criticism at all. This is pretty much crapping on someone. You can't even keep calm. You're just swearing and just... I don't think you actually did your research in this. Hey, Larry, how you doing?
Fuck you.
Okay.
No.
We're not even into the worst stuff yet.
I can't.
Look how many times they keep using this thumbnail, too, in the video editing. It's pretty crazy. That, and they keep putting their own pictures on. Like, you can see the ego in this as well.
Fucking wait, you fucking scumbag.
No, you
How fucking dare you using fucking Jesus Christ to fucking
it
call
gets
people
worse.
out.
It
Oh
gets
my
worse.
God.
Now you got to get through
Okay,
it.
I'm
You
just
got to
gonna
get
sit
through
here
it.
in silence for the rest.
Wait, when did she use Jesus Christ in this? So now it's... What? Yeah, who's more outraged, Melonie or the two guys calling her out with swears and name calling? Good point, McEnany. Ree. Yeah, we can put Rees in the chat, guys. If you're a member, put that Ree in the chat because, yeah, that's making sense. Why do they care if she liked it or not? I'm still trying to figure out how gay filler episodes equals transphobia. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Rest of the time. Or else I will.
But you
I
know
will
my
rip
favorite,
this microphone to
my
shreds.
favorite part is the end of that, towards the end of that clip, and she's like, "Well, they changed Bill's story to incorporate that. What? Incorporate what? Incorporate what? You can't say it."
But
To incorporate pandering and self-deletion, which never happened. So not only did you change it to the point where, if honestly, I don't know any love story, maybe I'm wrong, where the most powerful love is to off yourself while your lover is dying, whether straight or not. For most I've seen within media and books and stuff like that is that if your loved one loves you and they're going to pass, they tell you, or even real life, they tell you something like, I don't want you to wallow when I'm gone. I want you to find love again. That is a common trend and theme within a lot of mainstream media, comics, video games, everything. And in a way, on top of the fact that this has been already been admitted that they tricked audiences, it also shows that the only true love between gay people, this is an observation, don't shoot me on this one, is to delete yourselves at the end. Do not live on and find another love. Do not survive. Do not give up on life. Like, am I wrong on this? Romeo and Juliet, but that was poison. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. It's clear that these two knuckleheads are doing it for attention and can't stand being behind their own convictions. That's true. And the irony is that this is called Grift Watch. Or the Grift Report. Yeah.
sex. Cowboy butt sex. Butt sex. Melonie Mac.
Also,
That was never mentioned in the show. You're going back to sex again. It wasn't. What are you talking about? By the end of the show, they self-deleted each other with wine and pills. That had nothing to do with butt sex, as you say it, when that happened at the beginning of the episode. Did you watch anything of these episodes to get a refresher of your memory, or are you just going? It sounds like just like kids at a high school just throwing sandwiches at a nerd. Break My Stride by Matthew Wilder. Give it a listen if you need a boost. What do these guys look like? They're on the stream. They popped up a few times. They put their own images on here. She even said you could incorporate it in a better way. Exactly.
So it's kind of tired.
That's not
You know what's really tired joke is when they talk about a gay love story, these chuds, and they put fucking Brokeback Mountain as a thumbnail. I'm like, good job, you made a joke from like 2006.
Is that the only one that they think has ever been portrayed on screen?
Yes, well, it is probably
Before
No,
all
but
this
it was-
goddamn woke shit. That was the only gay thing I ever.
But wasn't Brokeback Mountain like a stepping stone to that type of culture in major films? Wasn't it? We need more guys. Let's get to 20 likes while you're here. We got 18 people watching. Thank you for being here. Like, so far, I'm not feeling any smarter by watching this.
Also, do you think they'd be upset if they found out where John Voight got his fame from? What the fuck was that?
That was
This is great.
sorry. That was my chat, literally confirming that there is no thought in these people's heads. Defending good entertainment would be more logical to support their thing. Yeah, but that's just it. They're looking for the pandering considered as good entertainment rather than looking at the quality of the entertainment. So they're not getting it. They just think people are crapping on things because they want to crap on things. And then they put those gaslight terminologies in to feel like they're white knighting on a cause that probably they don't believe in.
Content. Unlike
I
this.
think despite what people are going to say, if they don't like it, I think
content.
there are going to be a lot more people that appreciate it, a lot more people
This is
that
Storm.
feel
Oh, sorry.
represent-
This is her reading a quote from Storm Reed saying that, like, even if people don't like it, it's still, hey, it's nice that this is being represented, is what she's saying.
and seen and heard, so that's what matters. See, I can't even tell you guys. So y'all know if you've been watching me long enough, I am so...
Good evening, Bella. How you doing? Slickness, Will Gentry, and Six have re-upped their memberships. Thank you very much. Tripping Orc says, Brokeback Mountain was the first bait and switch because some people thought they were going to see a cowboy movie. Oh, that I did not know. Thanks for cheating. That's something new. All right, let's get into this.
tired of this whole representation narrative. People need to be seen. This is just pure...
She makes a good point because this representation is used as a protection mechanism to defend against criticism. You can have representation and be relatable to things in media without having it to make it the forefront. Comics, video games, movies, TV, everything. If the one characteristic of a character is literally that they're gay or that they're disabled or whatever else, and they have no arc, they have no soul or no other characteristics that defines them, then they're pretty much just a cardboard cutout claiming to show respect to a minority group of people. That is where the criticism usually is coming from. If there's no quality in the character that is gay, then you're literally showing disrespect to the character and saying one thing. You don't deserve quality. But hey, we at least acknowledged you're gay. You're singling them out. That's why people are pissed. 90% of the people out there just want to live a normal life. They don't care about the virtue signal.
pure narcissism. If
Says
you
the-
cannot, well, anybody who needs...
That's another good point, Mark. Thanks for bringing that up. She's also dealing with that stalker right now, right? These guys, like, I don't even think they even remember that too. But, why worry about that crap when we can just crap on someone for views? And that's all I'm getting from this video. Their own narcissism. I can't tell if they're liars or they just hate women. I can't tell anymore.
to see themselves on a TV show or to see themselves in a video game.
Reverend says, just shared her video just because I think she deserves more views than those two clowns. I agree. Yeah. But I actually wanted to react to this. I want to see if I'm good at this, so that's why we're doing this. They may not even know it or care. If they're following the Twitter or following our YouTube, they probably know. They're just not. They just don't care.
Game to enjoy it. If they need validation from Hollywood just for their own existence, then they're a very fragile person. Okay? This is just.
I agree. If you need validation from everyone else before you can be secure with your own self, then you're fragile, right? If we can't be comfortable with ourselves, the outside world isn't going to make us feel any better, whether it's a compliment or not. We have to have faith in ourselves. We have to have self-confidence in ourselves, and we have to have the drive in ourselves to be who we are and who we want to be. Pandering does not work. Billboarding does not work. Representation without feeling and actual respect does not work. Melonie's making great points.
Weird. This obsession with having to be seen all the time. Like, can we not just focus on good?
Before this guy says, I want to say one thing. There's another good point with this. Needing to be seen. No offense, but we're seen every day. We see strangers every day when we're going through the city, right? We don't know if they're gay. We don't know if they're trans. We don't know if they're straight. We don't know anything more than what we see on the physical appearance, right? So guess what? There's your first relatable part of society. They're all part of society. They're all human beings. Hollywood forgoes all that and just says, here's your check mark.
Stories being good stories instead of this obsession with being seen.
So
see,
she's
white, right?
I have my hand up.
Oh.
I have my.
Tripping Orc says, give these guys a chance. They still have 14 minutes to make a good point. What do I got for you that one? There we go.
Emotional damage.
My hand up, teacher. Oh, jeez.
Jeez, son of a bitch.
Hold on. Miss Bella says, I used to need validation when I was young and dumb. Yeah. The problem with validation outside of yourself is that the validation can be taken away as fast as it's given, and therefore it's worthless. Yes. It's like people who blow smoke up your ass, and then eventually they stop doing it because they found something better. It's like pond jumpers on content creators. Same shit. Always going for the bigger pond, always looking for the quick growth, the quick respect, the quick acknowledgement, rather than the foundation that gives you that acknowledgement over time. Hollywood reduces everyone down to a sexuality or preferred gender. Yeah, pretty much.
No, I was gonna. The reason I have my hand up because you were gonna say the same thing. I was gonna do it, so I just wanted to get to you first. Yes, she is a straight white Christian woman, so she doesn't know fuck all about not being.
She's been seeing herself on screen.
She doesn't know fuck all about what. She lives in the real world. Whether she's straight, white, or woman shouldn't matter. Everyone goes through certain aspects that are similar. It doesn't matter if you're LGBTQ or not.
For fucking centuries now. God damn it. Are you stupid? You've been fucking seeing yourself. God.
It's all good, man. How can't you read so fast? I just time with two finger. Haha, sorry, I'm French. I'm sorry, I don't speak much French. Ne pas parler le français, tabarnak. Sorry. Yeah, what they're trying to say is if you're not part of that, it's segregation. What they're trying to say is if you're not part of that group, you have no right to say anything. It's the same when it falls under lines of people saying, oh, if you haven't watched it, you can't criticize it. And then when you do watch it, oh, you watched it, you didn't like it, you shouldn't criticize it. That's my favorite. You didn't watch it, you can't criticize it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. So what can I do then if I want to criticize some content? So they are making assumptions. The whole video is assumptions. It sounds more like emotional bias than actual factual.
You're fucking worthless, fucking white bread, fucking kind. Go a fucking way.
Now remember, these are two white guys saying this about a white Christian woman. The more I listen, the more I think you just don't like Christian white women. That's what I'm getting from this so far.
Did you say white bread?
I'm tired of it. Oh, I'm white. Fucking shut
fucking
up.
Whiteies.
Shut up.
You know who I can't stand?
You're fucking mayonnaise.
I can't.
Nobody likes. Oh, what?
Sorry, you knocked out the.
Unless I'm wrong in this.
You knocked out the
It's
mic
deflection
for a
and
second.
projection, yeah.
Yeah, you fucked up the audio.
Are we
No,
still
it's
recording?
fine. We're still good. We're still good. But the thing came out for a second, so you might have been like digitized for a little bit.
That's fine.
I
was pissed.
no, yeah.
Arwen says, but I thought women were part of a marginalized group. Oh, right. Unless they are white or Christian or they don't follow the message that these two, air quotes, gentlemen are trying to produce here, which I've yet to find the production of what their point is with her being transphobic with gay filler episodes. These guys make me want to ask the question, can you block a YouTube channel? You can. You can block them from your streams. I think this whole thing is just something a lot worse.
It's worth pointing out she's a straight white Christian woman.
Why is it important to point
There's a
out?
couple more clips. So this
We have to.
no God, you're gonna get real. If you're angry now, it's gonna get worse. I might have to mute you. So
put my hands in my pockets.
So she proceeds to use
put the knives away.
This, by the way, is a 27-minute video. So she is like using this as like a platform to just go off on her transphobia.
You were talking about gay filler episodes. How is this platforming to transphobia? What? Tripping Orc has just gifted 1 membership. Thank you. It looks like Daisy Girl just got a membership. Thank you, Tripping Orc. I'm waiting for the alert to kick in because I don't want Herbert to go, sweet Jesus, at the wrong time. Hand in my pocket? That doesn't sound good either. Well, it depends. If you're Alanis Morissette, it's one hand in my pocket and the other one smoking a cigarette, right? Right? Oh, good. Then I will. You can block. You just take their link, put it in your studio, and block them from your channel. And I apologize for anyone watching now or in the future on a replay. If I have made you feel dumber, I do apologize. But remember to subscribe at the same time, right? And smash that like. Oh, I don't think the alerts work on this. Oh, damn! I'm sorry. I'll hit the alerts afterwards. Okay. Or giving a peace sign. There you go. There you go, Hoosier. There you go. Oh, fuck Larry, man, with the 5. I think we just passed 100 members. Oh, I can make a new emoji now. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. If you haven't claimed a free membership, remember to turn on gifted settings on the join button. Deleted scenes, Mark. Remember to claim that so you can use my crappy emojis. We got 3 more out there. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Orc. Y'all are awesome.
And I will tell you this.
Fuck you.
I would also like to thank the Grift Report for letting me gift gifted memberships on this stream right now. Thank you. Your stupidity has made me richer. Jackasses.
So whoever Eric July pays, or whoever is Eric July's biggest dick rider on Twitter, Ripaverse Goalposts.
Wait. We would now jump from a white Christian woman to a successful black man. I'm sensing a theme here.
Like, it accused me of like they actually took a clip when we did the thing.
Hold on. This is for Orc and Larry.
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
But the Ripaverse cards.
Right.
And like accused me of being this guy that's like jealous
Playing
of
piano,
Eric July because he made all this money for the comic book.
Yeah, well,
You
that
know
was
what?
the
I'm
big
not- no, no, no.
comment we kept getting.
But here's the
was,
thing:
what color is your-
I'm not jealous of Eric July.
No.
I'm jealous of Melonie Mac because she can go on camera and be the dumbest fucking motherfucker on the planet.
But she's made valid points that other people have made. Why are none of those other people that have made the same points Melanie Mac made in your video? Because you, I'm guessing, have the mentality that you think women are beneath you. That's how it sounds right now. Why isn't Eric July here? He said similar things among multiple properties with fair criticism. The same with Nerdrotic as Quarter Black Garrett, Comics Division, everywhere else. So why aren't these people in the thumbnail at the same time? Why are you targeting just a woman? Hey, Deleted Scenes, welcome to the members. There you go. We got a couple more to be claimed, but remember, I'll keep bugging people about that. Appreciate you guys.
Make money off of it. I'm jealous because I have to have integrity and actually be honest with you guys and tell you what I feel.
Much more
But she
difficult
can come
than
on
just
here.
go
But the only thing honest about these two people right now is their anger towards her. It's all emotion. They literally just made a video and a thumbnail based off emotion for clicks. And I'll bring that up in a little bit, because if you actually look at I'll show my thumbnail. They just want interaction, and they actually replied it. Thank you for the interaction on one of my comments.
Going on and spouting diarrhea from the latest
And
fucking bullshit you saw on Fox.
So she can put in
You
her
fucking
her
idiot.
What does Fox have to do with it? Again, we're going back down to right and left without saying right and left.
Midwest Christian fucking bigotry
Fuck off.
and all of this.
Jesus Christ was never a bigot, you fucking piece of shit, okay?
Hey.
Sorry.
But you're right.
I didn't know they knew Jesus Christ, but I don't think he was a bigot either, was he? I'm not very religious, but I don't know where that's coming from. Why does her religion matter so much? Texas is not the Midwest. People like this make me wonder where we went wrong as humanity. I think it started when spankings were considered abuse. The right is left, the left is right. Yeah.
Look at how
Hands in my pockets.
you're. What is it like? Think about food, for example.
Oh,
and
time
eating
out. She's using food and eating and dieting as an example against trans.
You're using gay filler episode criticism as transphobia platforms. Please tell me how that is not different at all.
Trans people.
stuff, eating like cake and pizza and foods that are bad for you, that are bad for your body, especially those addicting foods, potato chips. If you just had no inhibition, right? If you didn't if you didn't fight against your own cravings, you would want to keep eating this stuff. Most people would. We want to keep eating this stuff until we're on my 600-pound life, and Dr. Now is throwing shade at us. And
Bruce Lombardo, nice to see you, brother, says, there was never a reversal of thought. The Democrats talk about how they switched sides. Maybe the only people to do that were the few that were actually called Dixiecrats. Okay, I don't know that terminology, but it's nice to know. I want to hear the transphobia. We're still waiting for it. We're literally like 17 minutes in, and I haven't heard any proof about platform and transphobia right now. Again, YouTube, this is a reaction video to a video that's already up on YouTube. I do not agree, nor am I promoting the views of these two gentlemen going after a religious white woman. Thank you.
roasting us, and people are laughing. You know,
No, I don't.
So you can't say, "Oh, but it's natural for me. It's natural for me to want to eat a whole large pizza and a whole box of Cinnabons."
Not gonna lie, I ate a whole pizza a couple days ago, and I didn't even feel guilty. It was that good.
And drink a
Suck a
giant
big cock?
thing
Is that
of
what she's
soda.
trying to say?
It's
She can't
natural
say
for me to
suck
wanna
a
do
big
that. My
cock.
body-
Why? So far, they're really obsessed with butt sex and the sucking of genitals. I'm wondering if they're closetly trying to project their own inhibitions of stuff they wish they did it at one time or another. So now there are Jarbo wannabes. Oh, there's always gonna be Jarbo wannabes.
naturally wants to do
She
that.
can't
Well,
say
can't.
her
take
body
a
wants to do
big cock
things that
in the
isn't right.
butthole, can she? She can't talk about scissoring. Can she?
But that's not even relevant to what she's talking about. She's talking about food. Why does it always go back to sex with these people? That's why they're offended.
Well, let me tell you for you, Melonie Mac. Sucking a big old cock.
Might be fun for some, but not me.
I think they just outed that they want to put that in their mouth.
Yeah, but she can't even say it.
No, but
Fuck off, man. Just
so
Orc, what is wrong with these guys? No, I don't even think Jesus knows. That's my joke for the day.
the idea.
I'll bet you she always has sex with the lights off.
Well, yeah, she doesn't even swear.
Always.
She doesn't swear
Always.
at all. She reads her Bible.
She spends all this time keeping her body tight.
Ptolemy's comes in with, because they can't get any. What do I got for you? What do I got for that one? Damn it. Oh, man. I'll give you that one.
I want to be clear.
Doesn't let her
I want to be
boyfriend see
clear.
it.
I don't have a problem if you practice Christianity.
No,
and
me
you
neither.
believe there's a God. And
No,
you,
me neither.
and we're gonna go to
This video proves otherwise.
church and everything. As long as you don't use that for your bigotry,
Yeah,
you're fine with me.
because Christianity is not about bigotry, you fucking bigot.
Exactly.
You're a bigot who likes God.
but
Not Christian.
to compare gluttony
Wait a minute. If we looked at last night's episode with Last of Us, technically David believed in God, and he was a monster. What do you like? Where? Yeah, just
Right?
To wanting to be the person you want to be.
Thanks for making that 14-year-old think that they're already thinking that they're weird, and then they listen to your fucking bigoted ass, and then they're like, "Well, I'm definitely weird." Melanie Mac says I'm a fucking.
I haven't seen any teenagers do that. Have you guys? If she was such a mean person, why does she have such a positive following? I'm really confused right now. This is giving me a migraine.
Fat turd. What if they are actually overweight too? You just fucking you might as well have gone into that house, Melanie, made a fucking noose for that kid.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
okay.
What?
You're not wrong.
Are they not? Is
So now it sounds like they're projecting and hate fat kids.
this not
All
where
right,
it's headed?
Tyler, we got 2 more
Okay,
clips. We
sorry.
can do
Okay,
this.
god damn it. I'm so mad.
All right.
This is their narcissism playing. This is what I'm saying. By the time it gets near the end of the video, you start seeing more and more of their actual characteristics and their actual personas.
So yeah, she continues to talk. Like seriously, this is the thing. This is why I did it.
Hands in my pockets.
This is why I structured it this way because she. This is what they do. They take a topic that is in the zeitgeist. They take a topic that's popular. They take a topic that they know will get clicks, and they talk about it for a little
I'm still waiting for that orc. You haven't missed it because it hasn't happened yet.
bit, and then they use it as a jumping off point to talk about their fucking alt-right politics.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now we're back in politics, and they're using their religion and all of the stuff to platform gay filler episodes as transphobic behavior. Huh. Where were the trans characters in Last of Us episodes that this started off with? Were there any trans characters in the episode that this started? This whole whining spree?
And this is a great example. What does transgender shit or trans people have to do with anything with this fucking episode? None.
Nothing.
Then why did you put it on the thumbnail and talk about transphobia if it has nothing to do with it? You're claiming that she's using this as a platform to promote her transphobia. When did that happen if it had nothing to do with it?
None.
Nothing.
Here's clip number 5.
They're obsessed with that
Funny is I
picture.
forgot the order of the
Oh,
clips.
before
So I'm
you,
starting to play them,
that's
and
fine.
then I can
but
give you
before you
backstory.
play the order, hang
Hold
on.
All right, so
She's quoting some fucking
Okay,
crazy
but
lunatic.
I have to say this. There's kind of an issue, and I know that I'm not. I know that people in the community have felt this and have seen this, but
I don't know, Orc. They look down to kiss the ring of the look up there. Yeah.
LGBTQA+. There's a reason for that because there's strength in numbers, and there are far too many fucking pieces of shit trying to make their lives harder. There's strength in numbers to be LGBTQA+.
Hello, Age Boomer. Welcome. Also, guys with the gray name, make sure you click on that join button and look at the 3 dots in the top right. There are still floating gifted memberships out there if they have not been claimed. Turn on gift settings. But I don't see Melonie attacking anyone. I really don't. I'm still trying to figure out where they're coming with this video.
And I know that there are people within those letters who are like, I don't like being grouped all together, okay? Because of fucking bigots like this who, because there's a T in there, and this episode has lesbians.
The funny thing is with the T is that the LGBT community is literally trying to remove the T because you have those activists that are only doing it for special purposes. So there's even infighting within that community, and you're seeming to not acknowledge that. Maybe you will.
Because they're bigoted and ignorant, they're going to go, well, trans also, and it's not. But there's strength in numbers. I have no problem with the acronym or whatever to use because there's strength in numbers, and it's better to for.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I gotta go back for a second. Did he use M?
Because of fucking bigots like this, who because there's a T in there, and this episode has lesbians because they're bigoted.
Hold on.
And
Play them,
that's
and
fine.
then I can
but
give you
before you
backstory.
play the order, hang
Hold
on.
All right, so
She's quoting some fucking
Okay,
crazy
but
lunatic.
I have to say this.
1 second.
There's kind of an issue, and I know that I know that people in the community have felt this and have seen this, but LGBTQA+, there's a reason for that, because there's strength in numbers, and there are far too many fucking pieces of shit trying to make their lives harder, that there's strength in numbers to be LGBT.
Have a good night, Mark. My last comment before I get blocked. Happy night, people. Why would I block you? Jeff Pearson, low spec, got a free membership. I said I forgot the M and P. Okay, I was wondering if they forgot the M. I'm wondering if he actually said M, because that's what that's what the map community is trying to do, right? They're trying to get into the LGBTQ community under that flag. Best time to be alive. You're having fun. Yeah. I looked down to look to Christ. I saw that one. What else did I miss? I'm not gonna block you, bro.
LGBTQA+. And I know that there are people within those letters who are like, I don't like being grouped all together, okay? Because...
No, they don't like the activists and the ones abusing that title for selfish needs and creepy actions. And we've all seen those types of videos on TikTok and on Twitter and everywhere else. That's why I believe there's infighting, because most of them just want to live normal lives. They don't want to have people making it like they're all like that, because people will focus in on the crazy before they look at the massive numbers of the norm. And that's where the infighting, I believe, is coming from. If I'm wrong on that, please correct me.
Of fucking bigots like this, who, because there's a T in there, and this episode has lesbians, because they're bigoted and ignorant.
Wait. It's because there's a T in there, and because there's lesbians. What does lesbians have to do with trans? Where are you going with this?
They're going to go, well, trans also, and it's not. But there's strength in numbers. I have no problem with the acronym or whatever to use, because there's strength in numbers, and it's better to
Strength in numbers.
for them to band together. Right?
All right, so strength in numbers sounds more like a gaslight virtue signal that, hey, we're safe here. If you guys are part of that tag that I can't say all the letters for, you guys are safe here, and we will help tear down those bigots. Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. And be able to change stuff for the better for them. Why not? Why would you want your life to be harder? But there's a danger in
You think they're starting to think that Ellie is trans? I think they can't differentiate between trans and lesbians for some reason.
Lumping them together, that
lesbians don't want anything but the real thing to be their prima. Welcome, H Boomer. They are treating the LGBTQ like a monolith, not like the individuals they are. I can agree with that too. They're putting it on a pedestal, like they need to be protected like an endangered species, rather than just talk to them and see what they think.
Ignorant fucks like this
and it's
are
also
just lumping them together in the wrong way.
Also the ignorance of thinking that trans people are pedophiles. And
right. Yeah.
They meant bananas, not the other P word. There was bananas. I didn't know they were going to say that, but no, but they're not all that. But the problem is we've seen a lot of proof that the ones getting in there that are very active and vocal turn out to have a police record or end up getting a police record. So yes, there is truth to that. Not all of them, but that's why there's infighting, because it's the crazy ones that are abusing this and making everyone else look like they're going to get the same type of treatment. You're not separating anything or even looking deeper between the lines of what's going on.
Or groomers. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Dylan.
Fuck you, Dylan. Get those people arrow.
So this next clip, she's quoting some lunatic who I don't even remember his name, and I don't care to give him any credit.
So how do you know he's a lunatic?
She's quoting him to pretty much say that transphobia, or the wokeness in general, and trans people are demonic.
States signs are all around that. The devil is doing just that today in our world.
Yeah, it's you. You working for the devil, dumbass.
Anytime I see millions of otherwise rational people doing irrational things, I look for the demonic element in what's going on.
Like loving my fellow human being? How irrational is that?
Has fallen upon earth, and you and I are witnessing it before our very eyes. I agree.
You
He
think
continued,
so?
Okay, so if she's reading an article from someone else and she's agreeing with it, technically those aren't her words, but she's the transphobe for reading someone else's stuff and agreeing with it. I don't even, you don't even know who wrote the article, so how can you go back and actually verify what was actually said in the article? So again, this is an assumption and a bias based off your emotion of hatred, I guess, towards Melonie Mac or white Christian women that are straight. That's all I've gotten from this video so far.
is manifested in such things as the surgical mutilation and infliction
God.
of puberty-blocking drugs on
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop it early. But
I'm going to stop you before you open your mouth again. I think this is coming from how, like, when we see with physicians and doctors in those clinics, they're trying to push the gender switching procedures and trying to get, like, with things like Keffels, with the whole trying to get puberty blockers to kids that can't get it without the knowledge of the parents and all that other stuff. That, guess what? That's what they're focusing on. The ones that try to break the rules and go around the rules, try to be an advocate without actually giving a damn. They just care about their viewership. They just care about their likes. They care about their retweets. They care about their subs. That is what I think, because you didn't give me any proof of the matter of where the hell you're getting your anger from her quoting another article from. I'm basing it off that. Because she doesn't sound angry. She doesn't sound pissed off. She sounds like she's reading it and being contemplative with the words being said. So you clip something without any context, but you're getting angry at it, but you aren't explaining why.
But I'm gonna actually say puberty.
There's more.
That doesn't make sense. I don't think she's. I think she's bullshitting about not swearing and stuff. If she's okay saying technical terms like puberty,
Puberty isn't a swear word.
A penis? I don't think she says penis, but yeah. But I want to stop right there. Because
yeah, please, can we not?
No,
hear the
there's
rest?
more.
Oh. I thought you were just saying like this.
No, but I just want to talk right now because there's people that have used this argument. And I think it's great, and every time you get a chance to do it, use it. If a woman gets a tit job, is that mutilation?
No, that's called an enhancement.
Oh.
Is that mutilation?
Oh.
If someone gets a nose job, is that
No, that's called corrective surgery or plastic surgery.
mutilation? Someone gets Botox, is that mutilation?
Depends how much Botox they get in their skin and whether or not it screws up their face.
Whoa.
You don't.
But it's only when it
It's also known as insecurity from the fear of getting old and looking old.
involves the genitalia. And you know what?
All right. Here's what they're going for. They're trying to coalesce plastic surgery and stuff like that, or reconstructive surgery, with the pushing gender euphoria transitioning surgery as the same thing. It's not. And if you're saying about puberty blockers and everything else, we see parents, we've seen clips, we've seen teachers, we've seen everything pushing kids that don't know better. And we've seen the reaction afterwards, after they get the procedure, of how wrong they felt afterwards and how it was a mistake that they can't go back from. You're not highlighting all the nuances of this subject. Again, bias, anger, and what sounds like hatred. And you can debate me, bro, because honestly, I don't think you have a valid argument at all in this video, because you have yet to prove why your thumbnail says what it does and how it went from gay filler it equals transphobic platforms. You have yet to prove this at all. You have proved one thing, though. Both of you are in your own echo chamber, and it's one giant circle jerk of stupidity.
How the fuck is that any of your business?
prepubescent.
Hoosier says, leave the kids alone. I agree. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. What was that, Pink Floyd? Another brick in the wall?
Children in the name of transgender
And no
ideology.
prepubescent kid is
It
getting
is manifested in drag queen shows, in public
transitioned.
libraries, targeting audiences of elementary.
Yeah, we've seen that with the monkey with the penis. We've seen family-friendly drag shows, which have been shut down by law officials and all that stuff, because drag shows are a type of burlesque, or they stem from burlesque, which is pretty much an adult sexualization performance. It's not meant for kids. It's not meant for kids. It's a valid point. I don't want to be going to the library and picking up like the Dark Sword trilogy, and then my librarian is literally grinding a metal bar in the middle of the library going, how many days would you like to take it out? Put your library card in my G-string. Oh, watch out for my balls. We've seen enough proof. Trying to normalize that crap just produces more monsters. If you're not letting kids grow and actually live and figure out who they are before they're ready to figure out who they are, guess what? It's going to get criticism because you're taking away their childhood. You're taking away their innocence. They're all confused. That is how everyone is. Let's not get into the kid drag show crap either. Jesus.
School children. Preach it! Preach it, brother. It is manifested in
I
pornographic
didn't read the fourth
books
book.
in public school libraries.
Another good point. We've seen how they're pushing these types of books that have graphic illustrations for kids. We have sex ed classes for a reason, right? Unless those are gone now. So everything that she's saying, I don't find any problem with it. Why does it bother these two gentlemen? Air quotes.
Targeting those same children. It is
Yeah.
manifested in
No,
primetime
it isn't.
TV shows
No, it isn't.
depicting and
No, it isn't.
celebrating Satan worship.
Nope.
I could go, but you get the point. The blanket of demonic insanity.
If we're looking at the demonic insanity, we can look upon it as a sin that you're trying to push something adult-like on kids. Maybe that's where the demonic thing is. I'm not very religious, so I'm not very well versed in this stuff. But if it's demonic, it's probably because you're trying to produce forms of evil, depending on the perception, on a younger generation that does not know better, in a way that could be demonic.
Gonna play the
has
next clip after
fallen
this.
upon the world.
Yeah, I'm done with this.
No, it
piece of
hasn't.
shit.
No, it
I'm
hasn't.
fucking
But to
done with
wrap it
it.
up, this is what it sums it up here for us.
I hate that we've given this much time to this.
Oh, he said it. He said it. Well said. It is so true, though. This is just plaguing society
She's so
as
shrill.
a whole.
Yeah, I know.
And it's being glorified.
Should have sped her up. She takes so
and
long.
Dude, just read your Bibles, people. Read your Bibles and see what. I've been reading the Old Testament over again. I just finished Judges, and my.
Why are they laughing at her for reading the Bible? That's her faith. That's her religion. That's where she finds her solace. That's where a lot of people find their solace, in their religion and their faith. It gives them power. It gives them self-confidence. It gives them strength. I don't see any reason why to laugh at that. I'm in my 30s and I still don't know if I want to be a dinosaur or not. How is a kid supposed to know already? Yeah. She's talking so long. Okay, Kelly. Yeah, this whole video is 30 minutes of narcissism at this point. Oh my God, we still have 8 more minutes.
My goodness, Judges alone will show you. Judges.
Tyler
Hey, Jonas, how you doing?
took his headphones off. And he's like, tell me when it's over. And then
Arwen says, what I find interesting that most people who Bible bash have absolutely no clue what the Bible even says. Somewhat. Or they misinterpret it and use it for their own agenda. Yes. What a fruity laugh.
Welcome to Shitty Walk. Can I take an order, please?
puts his headset.
Right when she's like, read your Bibles, people. I'm like, nope. Nope. I'm out.
So far, their attitude is giving me things that I've repeated before. They have a thing against white Christian women and reading Bibles. I still have yet to see the coalescing link between gay filler episode thumbnails to being a platform of to being transphobic. I have yet to see that.
Out. Fuck this shit. Nope.
I'll play the rest of the clip.
Like an action movie. It's
Hold
intense.
on, hold on. Boomer says the article is probably referring to that performance at the Grammys of the song Unholy. Maybe. It could be a good representation. Yeah, I'll have to look at that later.
But Judges will show you just how much a corrupt society, this is the thing, is when you start allowing sin and accepting sin at
Being
all,
trans is sin.
and especially
Being gay is
glorifying-
She never said being gay is a sin. She never said being trans is a sin. You're literally making shit up at this point.
sin. Being who
and
we
you're-
are
and
is
you're
sin.
not speaking.
No, that was never said either. You're literally just, this is all your bias. This is all emotional, hateful bias. This is not fact. She hasn't said that.
Out against it, it compounds and things do get.
Yeah, the
freaking
sin is
worse.
capitalism,
Things
you
get
fucking
a
idiots.
lot worse.
Things get a lot worse if you let gay people and trans people exist.
See, I think this is more projection than anything else because she hasn't said that at all. And yet you keep telling everyone in this video that she is saying that, yet she has never said that.
I got news for you, Melanie. They've existed since humans have existed. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Cynic will miss the
before Jesus.
bullseye in the
It's
dark.
not
Oops.
It's not. By the way, trans people are.
Wait. Would that just blow the fuck out of her mind?
Orc, if you want to be identified as a dinosaur, no problem, man. We'll call you a dinosaur orc or tripping dinosaur if you want. Sin is capitalism. The fuck? Exactly. Pretty much. Here we go. We got to give another one for these guys.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
I feel dumber.
If I told her that transgender and gay people have been
Wait,
around
wait a second. Hold on. These two are hypocrites. They're banking off capitalism by collecting money on YouTube. Or they're under 1,000 subs, but they're trying to do, their capitalism is probably views and interaction. And because they actually wrote that thank you interaction in one of my replies on their video.
since before Jesus? Because wait a second, there wasn't anybody around before Jesus.
Personally, I think she'd be more freaked out if you said Jesus wasn't white. I think she'd be really worried about that.
Does she really think Jesus?
No,
was
I don't know. I'm
white?
just being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, your whole video is being a dick. You have no proof and no actual platform of anything you're saying as being validated.
I mean, most of those fucking idiots do.
I don't
'cause
give her
they're-
the benefit of the
It's
doubt.
not. It's not Christianity. It's Republicanity.
But this is what I mean.
And then we go back to politics. So it's now right and left. So they're all over the place. They're literally using every gaslight terminology of the villains out there that we see across mainstream. They haven't made a solid argument since we started watching this. I wish I was playing Sons of the Forest. I'm so sorry, chat.
This is why I don't like Melonie's. Why I titled this as she's a transphobic moron, because she is.
yeah.
The reason
You have not proven that once.
I hate her.
That is true. There's your first truth right there. This is a video made out of hate. No validation, just hate.
I'm using stronger language. The reason I don't like her is because she went out of, just like all of her chuddy friends, like Nerdrotic and Heel versus Fuckface. They do this thing where they're like, oh, we're all gonna play Hogwarts Legacy. They never cared about Harry Potter until all this stuff.
How do you know that with 100% accuracy? More people wanted to play that game because there was a big group trying to tell people and villainize people that they shouldn't play it. People are still preaching that a video game can hurt people. Last time I looked under my bed, there was probably a used tissue, but there was no video game case going, I'm going to get you. The more people tell you not to do something, the more people are going to fight and rise against and do it. It's a video game. You're coming from assumptions here. It gets better.
With J.K. Rowling, and then she creates a character. Her first name,
That was funny. I'm a bigot. That was a joke, right? Because she streams on Twitch mostly, right, for gaming. So guess what? That's funny. The same way I had, what was it? J.K. Seagal. You know why I did that? For fun. Because everyone on Twitch and that website that was tracking people playing this game were going into chats and harassing people to the point of tears and everything over a video game. So I'm a bigot is just a name. It's literally doing to give the middle finger without saying the F word to the people that might show up in their chat. The SJWs, the people who complain, the Rees, the insecure. It's all the same crap. It's a name. Pod Racing says, do it. Age Boomer says, Melonie is part Cherokee. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I wish I had the money to buy the game. Well, Forbidden, man, it'll when it goes on discount, you'll be able to grab it, man. I had fun. Like I said, when I was playing that game, I only did it. I played it, but I only had knowledge from the movies. But after playing that game, I loved it. I couldn't stop playing it. A lot of people couldn't stop watching it. It was a great done game.
I'm a last name bigot, and like plays this game and makes multiple video after video after video, like dunking on people trying to boycott the game and talking about the sales and how great it is. It's like, you are pathetic. Seriously, you're fucking pathetic. If you spend your existence, which, by the way, don't have much time of it on this earth.
All right, so stay mad, haters, because they failed in canceling a game. Whacktivists, I've used that, can't cope. No, they can't cope because they lost, because they were just doing something for the hell of doing it without actual reason. Hogwarts Legacy is the best-selling game on Steam a full month early. Yeah, it was. Make gaming edgy again. It's Harry Potter. It wasn't even edgy. What she's doing is making thumbnails, probably that is backed up by fact and actual articles that you did with your thumbnail with no actual fact or proof.
And you're going to spend that much time, dedicate that much of your life because you like the money to, and honestly, because she's a religious bigot and she's a fucking lunatic. And you're going to spend that much time, dedicate that much time attacking people that want nothing to do with you, have never done it. What happened? Did you date someone that transitioned to be a woman and that made you feel weird? Is that what happened? What is your honestly, tell me, what is your reasoning for hating these people?
When has she showed hate for any of them? Buying a video game doesn't make you a hateful person.
Why do you need your God? Which I got to tell you,
Yeah.
if your God is
Get ready for this.
what you think it is, your God sucks.
Also, this is the same person who would try to ban books but would be okay with a demonic magic user like Harry Potter being in her library because it's, J.K. Rowling. Can I tell you about this really great story I read?
It gets better, guys. Are you? This has nothing to do with transphobia. This literally has to do with a religious white woman who's successful. That's what it's beginning to sound like. They're Luciferian. I've never heard that. Jesus died for these idiots too. Yeah, but they don't see that.
Once, it's a great.
The BBC had to apologize to JK recently, and rightfully so. Yeah, she's just going out to sue anyone who tries to slander her. If that's what's going on, right?
Fucking coming of age trans. It's actually a coming of age homosexual story, and it's about this kid. And he lives under the stairs, and
He's a wizard?
No, it has nothing to do with it. It's actually about homosexuality.
I thought you were talking
and
about
he's
Harry
a kid, and he's about 9-10 years old or whatever, and he lives under the stairs, lives with this horrible family and stuff, and they really treat him like shit
See where they're going with this.
because they know that he's acted out who he really is, which is a gay kid,
Supposedly now Harry Potter is gay and or trans and is being held under the stairs because they're gay or trans.
And they've really treated him like shit and put him under the stairs and stuff. And, they just treat him like shit, just like shit. And one day he gets this visitor and it's a visitor and this kid realizes that he's not the only gay kid or person in the world anymore. In fact, there's a whole world hidden behind the real world of gay people. And, I'm sorry. That was Harry Potter. You're right.
What Harry Potter did they read? Bruce said they're just hating on straight white women. Actually, she's Cherokee, but she looks European, right? She's a colonizer. Pretty much. Literally gets married and has kids. Yep. Did they read the same book I did? Probably not. I can't win with these morons. Nobody is winning with these morons.
How the fuck do you feel now, transphobes?
Where's the transphobe? You're making up shit.
The whole Harry Potter story is about the gay experience and the transphobic experience. Imagine thinking that you're the...
Harry Potter is about a wizard fighting a masterful evil wizard that was resurrected who killed his parents. What the are they talking about? Hey, Trinoculus. I think I felt an aneurysm just burst. Yeah, I had to take a migraine pill. That's how weird this is. Supposedly now their adaptation of Harry Potter is... If that was true, JK would have said this when she was talking about Dumbledore being gay. They did not read Harry Potter. Harry Potter has nothing to do with gay or trans experience. Are they smoking crack? I feel like crack would be insulted if they touched their lips. Okay, I'm going back to opening up more G.I. Joes. I'll post videos on Twitter. We're almost done, Wolverine. Then we're going to get into Suns. I prefer transfers. I stick them on my pod racer. Nice one.
Only one of your kind.
That's
and
true.
You're under the stairs and your people treat you really bad.
Well, I gotta say,
Talk about a fucking dunk. Can I drop the mic? Can I do this? Can I do this real quick? Oh, it'll make a weird noise. Nobody likes it. It does. It.
I will say,
But I did just fucking dunk, did I not?
Hassan Minaj made a great point about when he was filling in for the Daily Show. He said that he thinks that the problem with J.K. Rowling is she's
So they just did what they accused Melonie of doing. They have taken the story and twisted it into their own image. Yep.
so rich she has to create problems to make her life interesting. And so he's like, I guarantee you she didn't give a fuck about trans people a few years ago, but she started picking fights because
Did he really think that was a dunk? Jonas, I've spent an hour and a half going through a half-hour video, and there has been no dunks. It's just been embarrassing.
she was bored.
Also,
Just like Dilbert, like fucking idiot.
right, but
Well, he was always crazy.
well,
But
right.
to wrap it up,
Okay, I will, but real quick, let's
Jesus.
from what I understand,
mic.
she has said herself that her reasoning for having an issue with transphobic
it's
people
biblical.
J.K. Rowling was
Oh.
because of an assault at the hands of a trans, right? Is that
Mhm.
right?
J.K. Rowling is more left than you realize, and she believes in women's rights, real women's rights. But yet the only thing, and that's the only thing that the whacktivists on Twitter and everywhere else have a problem with. She pretty much sides with everything else. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but where's the dunk? Did you do research, or because this just sounds all based off emotion and prejudice at this point?
Right?
I don't know if that really happened, but that's
Okay,
what she says.
right.
J.K. Rowling has an issue with men who attack women identifying as women to avoid consequences. There it is, using it as a guise.
Right, but that's what she says, right? That's the same thing as like being
Are these clout chasers? Yes. Airball? Maybe we'll do that in the future. I don't know what that means. These guys can't dunk. It's just to hate on Melonie Day. Yeah, it's pretty much for views. This is the definition of a grift hate click video. She was the left's champion until they turned on her. Yep, cancel culture does that.
being robbed by like
Which, by the way, I'm
that's
not
the same thing as like having a bad relationship with a woman and me swearing off
But
women forever.
I also want to be clear.
I think women swear it off you.
I want to be clear. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just saying that's what the story is.
Yeah, no, that's not the important thing. The important thing is that she's saying this. Okay, that's fine, but
They create migraines and aneurysms based off the chat. Hey, Cambrian.
why do you think because of that one person who assaulted you who happened to be transgender, doesn't matter if it happened or not. Why do you think that every transgender person is
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
a monolith.
That's really stupid.
Yeah.
That is like saying that you saw somebody
She has donated more money to the LGBT than either of these. I don't know what that word means, so I'm not going to say it. Sorry. Oh, fun, lol. These two are giving me a migraine. I know the feeling.
of a certain like religion or ethnicity or whatever stealing or something, and then you assumed or something like that. It's bullshit, and it's
The magazines probably deleted themselves, Mark. But yeah, I kind of agree with that one.
it's backwards. It's Middle Ages thinking.
It's like, you're a witch.
We're in the 21st fucking century,
But anyway,
people.
just to wrap things up,
Yeah,
because I
thank
didn't want
you.
to talk about J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling. I've talked enough about her.
No, I'm just saying.
Excuse me.
Why not? You've done every other gaslight terminology and name and word you could, yet you've provided no proof throughout this 30 minutes of my life and my chat's life, proving that talking about a gay filler episode in Last of Us HBO is a platform for Melonie Mac to be transphobic and a bigot. You have yet to prove any of this at all. And I dare you to debate me if you're listening. I dare you.
No,
It's
I know.
a stupid. Yeah.
But what I was just trying to wrap up with the Melonie Mac thing is just like, no, that this is the reason I latched onto this and wanted to do this episode, because I've been wanting to talk about her for a while, because
You needed the views, you needed the attention, you needed the interaction. You needed people to acknowledge your existence because you don't have any outside of this platform.
she is the perfect example.
Cambridge says these are cowards. I feel like cowards are insulted. Landwell rage. Yep.
Example of why people are stepping away from the church. This is why people are stepping away from religion, because she is trying to justify bigotry is what it is. She says in the video, and she says this in other videos too, it's like, I don't hate trans people, I don't hate gay people, but this is a, if you ever say but after I don't hate blank, but it's never good unless you're talking about a movie.
Also, she can't talk
I stopped myself from using a slur of sorts earlier because not everyone would have known, and I wouldn't want to chance it. Thank you, Forbidden.
about greasing up your boyfriend's butthole and just going
Again, they're going back to buttholes.
to town. I mean, just talk about it, Melonie. Why do you have to beat around the bush? Talk about just.
She's also on a.
It's like they're trying to insult her values, like for not swearing or talking about sex, which it's her choice. It's what she abides by. I'm guessing here. Why do you want her to talk about it so much? Sounds like a fetish.
Carnivore diet, so it's all meat diet. Maybe the meats get.
I just think the more you talk about
too
it,
much
the
protein.
more comfortable you are with it. You don't have to feel like so ashamed
Here, Elena, you've missed the fun. Air quotes.
about saying bad words and stuff. Like, it's just sex. It's just sex. It just
It might be sex to you, but to other people, they might consider it a thing where they keep private. Nobody gets to change that or force people to talk about a subject they don't want to talk about. Unfortunately, I forced my chat to listen to this garbage, and I do apologize.
happens
Hold on. There you go.
between two people of the same sex.
Yeah.
So why is she talking about
Melonie Mac,
sexuality when she has a problem saying words like penis and butthole?
Melonie Mac fucking sucks.
Yeah.
There's the honest proof right there. This is just prejudice and bias towards a white woman who's religious. Successful, by the way, too.
She's a. Again, I am jealous. I am jealous that I could be as talentless as her. And
I
make
like to
money.
think that if we had the money that she did, that we would be
If she was talentless, why is she so successful? She's doing something you're not. So it's got to be on you guys. It's not her fault.
good human beings and say, like, you know what? No, we're not going to do this so that we can get paid.
But you just did this to get views. So you're already lying.
But I'm also a human being.
Yeah.
Debatable.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's do it. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.
Oh, no.
Hi, everyone.
I am not doing that. Nope. I'm not going to grip off heel versus babyface. So let's close that down and get rid of that. So chat. Holy crap. I'm sorry for wasting almost an hour and 40 minutes of your life. I don't feel it's a waste. That was my first reaction. I'm probably going to have to do it probably a lot shorter next time. But what do you guys think? Should I do more of this? And I'll get into I should have got the comments up. Damn it. Hold on. Yo, I'm dumber now. It wasn't a waste. No, it wasn't a waste. I was just being hypo thing. All right, let's get this one back up. Oh shit. Nope. Down. Nope. Nope. Stop.
Hi, everyone. It's as
Stop. All right. Now, before we get into this, I want to get into this real quick. Oh, we're not doing the best right now, but hey, I said it was going to be something different. It's going to be a reaction video this morning, so YouTube is really kicking our ass. All right. Now, before I get into that, we're still live streaming. Wow, we're doing really good. All right, cool. So let's get this back up here, and I'm going to quickly. And the reason why I want to bring this back up, I don't want to hear their voice anymore, but I do want to highlight is, all right, let's get rid of that quickly. Okay, can we just get rid of this okay. So what I wanted to do, let's hope it works. All right, I got to redo the settings quickly because I closed the window. Done. All right, now you see here, 400 views in 18 hours, and they've gotten 4 new subscribers. So we got down here, we got a comment. I'm like, this is my reply. 2 pathetic white guys go after a woman, talk about desperate, grift, virtue signal, hypocrisy. Let's go to the replies. Being a woman doesn't mean she's not a bigot. I never said that. I'm like, when did I say that? I'm referring to you, not her. Then we get another reply. I'm saying her being a woman doesn't shield her from criticism for being a shitty person. But you never proved she was a shitty person. not throughout this whole video. You didn't prove once that she's a shitty person. What you proved is you hate her and are jealous of her success, and probably because she's religious and white, and she's not talking about things you want to hear. Next reply. Again, I never said that. The one thing about criticism, though, is you're making allegations based off bias and feelings, not proof. Have fun with that. Their reply, thank you for the engagement. I reply with no problem. Keep being insecure, petty so boys, pretending your emotions are criticism. And all I got was a heart. So all they wanted was interaction. This whole video was just a grift. All of it was to grift. Nothing else. Just a grift. That's it. All they wanted to do was grift. That's it. They have no validation in their argument. They haven't proved anything within that 30 minutes of their own narcissism to say otherwise. Now, I didn't see that. Should I be doing more of these guys, like once a week, if I can find something, or if you guys have ideas, maybe throw it up in Discord. I'll make a new channel. But what do you guys think? Should I start doing this? Did you guys find any enjoyment out of this reaction? Like, that was literally almost a 2-hour show, and I actually feel pretty good. I wish they lived in Canada and used Maid. Wow, I'm just angry. Yeah, Jonas, I would be too, man. I think if I do it the next time, though, like I said, Discord's open. If people are in my Discord and actually want to give their thoughts that are respectful, we can actually have discussions and stuff. But, like, this is how I'm going to get back into stuff. Wait. 47 downvotes? What do you mean 47 downvotes? Are you screwing with me? Oh, my God, I'm so unpopular. I'm going to hell. Oh, they got 47 downvotes. Of course they did. Angry. Shoot, I'm putting this window in the wrong spot. They got 47 downvotes. I was one of them. I enjoyed the reaction and the analysis. Thank you, Ronnie. Their video, silly. I enjoyed mocking them for a while. Yeah, but it eventually just turned into narcissism. That's a perfect example of what not to do with your content. You can't be going after people and criticizing that they're being hateful people when literally your whole video is nothing but hate. It is nothing but hate. You didn't prove once any of the things that are said in your thumbnail other than you're slanderous. Oh, for God's sakes, YouTube, the request review. Honestly, I said it was a reaction video, so you don't get to harp on me right now. If this is going to get demonetized, then I'll just demonetize it myself. But yeah, I don't think they understand anything they were talking about, and all of it came from feelings, and they just wanted to crap on a popular woman for interaction and views. And if you're listening, I would like you to debate me. Okay, Grift Report? Debate me. Come on my channel and prove to me how she's transphobic. I dare you. I dare you. Okay, and if you want to hit me with a copyright claim when this is transphobic, or you think I am not making this transformative, sorry, I got two words mixed up, then you have no idea what you're talking about. Because I will cut this and put it up later as a new video. YouTube has been super sensitive lately. We've been pretty much okay. 26 likes here today. Thank you guys. No dislikes. What does it say? Bolsheviks are the reason why I own and purchase more ammo. Okay. They hate Melonie because they can't have her. She's above their level. And they won't talk about the things that are probably their fetishes. Yes. YouTube. Yep. Okay. I think exposing grifters is a public service. Thank you, Age Boomer. If anyone can drop Age Boomer's channel in the chat, please. I think they're on the way to grow as well. We'll go down. Show the receipts. Yep. That kind of BS is stuff I avoid. Same Cambrian. But for some reason, I just thought, hey, I'm going to put energy into something. Good to know it's out there to be wary of, but watching these knobs who have nothing better to do. Pretty much. It was a narcissistic rant. They don't debate. They fire off a video and then they run to the hills like cures. Jonas says, hey, Maria, how you doing? Long time no see. And for those that haven't claimed it, there are still, I think, 1 or 2 free memberships floating. So remember to click on that join button at the bottom and turn on gift settings under the 3 dots on the top right of that window. Jonas says, nah, they'll just do another video of incoherent rant, assuming you're a hateful Christian woman. Or I'll probably be the next target. That's cool. They can bring it all they want. I'll just remember to eat edibles before I do. Curs are dogs, Steven. They're not really like dogs. Oh. I'm dumb. Let's go. All right, so you guys want to play some games now? Let me just get a stream marker in here before YouTube throws a fit. Add stream marker. Unable to add stream marker? Are you